Aloha! I'm Carrie and I'm back with another collective reading. And this time I want to get a message from the unicorns. This deck that I'm using right now is the Magic of the Unicorns deck. I had this deck for a while, but I never really used it because I didn't really, like, using unicorns wasn't something that I resonated with. But lately I've been just looking at my decks that I don't use and asking myself, well, why did I buy it in the first place? And kind of just looking through the introductory cards, feeling the energy of the decks. And I really like this one because it's just so peaceful. So I don't know a lot about unicorns, but from what the deck says, unicorns are seventh dimensional beings. They are pure white light. We all have a personal unicorn that we work with or that works with us. And they're here, just for the betterment of humanity. They no longer live in this dimension because it's just a little bit too dense for them, but we can still call on them for assistance. And I just want to pull some cards today to just get a message from the unicorns to see what they have to say to us. First, I just want to say thank you so much for your love and light. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, for commenting. Thank you for just watching this video. And let's get started. I'm just going to pick an overall card and then get some clarifying cards. Okay, what's the overall message here? Message for the collective from the unicorns. Take this one too. Okay, we've got two cards. Number 6, number 43. First we have Enter the Magic. Live in the now. Seize the moment. And then number 43, Enlightenment. Look from the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. It's interesting because it's like live in the now, seize the moment, and then see the divine in everyone. So it's like while you're living in the now, make sure you're living in the highest now that you can possibly live. Like if you're going to live in the moment, let that moment be great. Let it be amazing. Let it be the highest frequency. Let it be the most loving and open-hearted moment. I do want to read the number 6, Enter the Magic, though. Like, what magic are we entering? The past is over. The future is a clean slate. The present moment is the most important there will ever be in your life. The thoughts, the feelings you have, and decisions you take this very instance will create your future. This is an alchemical time of all possibilities. In this magical second, you can decide to receive the happiness you deserve. I love it. Allow yourself to bathe in the wonder of today, and you will step graciously into a magic tomorrow. I love all of this because I think sometimes us as humans, we can get caught up in the mistakes of the past or even the things that happened to us in the past. We can get caught up in what should have, would have, could have happened, like so much so that it just blocks us from being happy in the present moment when literally right now there's nothing wrong. But because the past happened, we're still dwelling there mentally. And so in the right now moment, even though there's nothing wrong, we mentally feel like something's wrong. And that can, be depression or anger, or like you can just be experiencing some emotions that if you were dwelling in the present moment, like if you're physically really here in the present moment, you would not even be feeling, because in the present, everything's okay. Of course, if everything in the present is not okay, then it makes sense. But this to me is talking about living the now. Like forget about all that stuff that happened, and not even forget about, but don't let that lead you. Don't let that be the main thing in your life. And then the look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone, that clarifying it is really like if you, instead of, worrying about your past and thinking shoulda, woulda, coulda, if you just know and remember that everything has a purpose and a reason, and it's all going to come full circle in the end. Like it's all going to make sense in the end. It will all work out for you in the end. Like just really having that mindset and perspective. Even seeing this circle, like this universe circle, is just making me Is it a circle or a spiral? Yeah, I think it's actually a spiral. But it's making me think of like completion. It's like it's just gonna all work out in the end. It's not something that we have to even worry about right now. So if you're like stuck in a loop of worrying, just remember this message. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards for this message. A few unicorns. That was beautiful so far. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Just love the colors on these cards. They're fantastical without being like childish. So we've got Ascension Lift, Go with the Flow, Stargate of Lyra, Mahatma Energy, Soul Healing. What I'm seeing in these cards is like a pathway or direction, instructions. Like it's basically saying as you continue to enlighten yourself, think positively, understand the bigger picture in your life, and get over your past, let go of your past, move on from your past, then you're going to be more able to heal your soul. But if we start over here, it says prepare for rapid spiritual growth, be ready for opportunities. So if you are kind of stuck in the past, and you can be missing out on some things, some opportunities, but as you continue to let those things go, then you're going to see rapid spiritual growth. It's like just what's going to happen. It's kind of like the things from the past are holding you down. It's like a heavy weight that's pulling you down. And as you continue to just let those go, because it is a process. It's never like, okay, today I am going to forget everything I've ever worried about. I'm not even going to let those things that used to affect me very, very much affect me anymore. It doesn't work like that. It's a process. It can be fast or slow, just depending on your determination and, the efforts that you're putting into it. But again, as you continue to do that, you're going to have some rapid spiritual growth. New opportunities are going to be coming your way. I mean, look at these little animals. It's like they're ascending up into heaven. Oh, wait, let me move my light. Yep. It's like they're ascending up into heaven. It's like they're just becoming lighter and lighter and lighter. And the lightness has to do with the heaviness that was in their heart. Like them letting go of all that old stuff. Go with the flow, relax and trust, accept what is happening. So as you ascend, there's going to be some new things that are going to happen to you as you continue to let these things go. And it could be a situation in which, especially because we're talking about new opportunities coming, that in the past it's like, okay, the thing that was keeping you heavy was that you were afraid to start going out there and accepting these new opportunities, seeking these new opportunities, seeing them as viable for you. You were just kind of staying in your same old, comfort zone. And as you continue to ascend, let go, move on and move forward, there's going to be some new things that are happening. So it's like, accept what's happening, go with the flow, relax and trust. You see this picture here. This unicorn is in the ocean with dolphins. I didn't even know unicorns could swim, but it's like, go with the flow. Don't worry about it. You don't have to care. You don't have to know whether or not unicorns can swim. It's in the ocean. It's good. Unicorns and dolphins, yeah, they hang out. It's all good. Like, it's not something that you need to worry about. Or this environment is not something that you need to be concerned about. Just do what you do. Do what you need to do. Go with the flow. Trust that what's happening is okay. And then as you begin to relax and trust and accept those new things that are happening, understand the new things that are happening, and, get more comfortable in that environment, then you're going to expand to do this even more, to get even more, to allow yourself to have even more opportunities, allow yourself to be even more open, allow your heart to open back up, allow yourself to, sometimes in the past when you go through pain, you don't want to go through that again. So you just close off your heart, close off whatever chakra that, experienced that pain. If you're somebody like me who likes to speak, do public speaking, speak the truth, you could close off your speaking to other people. You can close off your heart to loving other people. You can close off your mind to believing in new ideologies, etc. And it's saying you're going to expand. I mean, but look at this card though. This unicorn has a whole light coming through them. It's like their heart's open and their mind's open. It's like coming through them like this. So it's really talking about expansion, and even I'm thinking about expansion of the mind. So even opening your mind up to things that you never thought you could experience, like allowing yourself to be in positions you never thought you could be in, because you just didn't, like it just wasn't on your radar at the time. But now that you're experiencing new things, going through new things, accepting new things, it's like you're going to expand your mind and expand and expand. Just like how they say the universe is constantly expanding. You're going to be constantly expanding your mind. It's like the more you know, then the more you'll see that you don't know, you have no idea about. You're just going to be constantly seeing the new things in life, new experiences that you could be having, new people that you could be meeting, new places you could be going, new ways of being that you have like, oh, I didn't even know you could be like this. I can walk around and be like this and feel like this. And then we have Mahatma energy, build your light body, accelerate your ascension. This is interesting because I'll just hold these two up. This one, the light's going through the unicorn like from above. But this one, the unicorn is like nurturing on its own. Build your light body, accelerate your ascension. It's like this is your own personal, how do I say it? Like your own personal light that you're putting out there into the world. It's like this. I'm gonna have to read the card because I'm having trouble saying what I want to say. Let me read it. In the golden era of Atlantis, many great beings contributed towards a special pool of light which formed a high-frequency golden white group consciousness known as the Mahatma energy. Unicorns added their light to it, as did the Buddha, the Christ, the 12 rays, and many others. The Mahatma energy accelerates your ascension 1,000-fold. When you choose this card, your unicorn is inviting you to call the Mahatma energy in through your 12 chakras to activate them to your highest potential. Ask it to flow through your energy systems to break up and clear old patterns that no longer serve your growth, and to keep the glands that govern your health and spiritual well-being strong and active. Also send it to others to help their health and ascension. Let's see. It's about you holding. Your guidance is to invoke your unicorn and ask it to hold you in the highest possible light. Then invoke the Mahatma energy to guide your crystalline light body and prepare yourself for the golden age. It's interesting because it's like the energy is flowing through you here, but it's like you're actually stepping into it here, like stepping into the power, being able to work with it, move with it, mold it, shape it. Let's see. But to me, it's just kind of like allowing yourself to let in even more light than you were able to before. And the fact that you can see it is kind of like a conscious effort, whereas this one might just be happening to you. This is a more conscious effort. And then we have soul healing. Align your essence. See your true colors. Look at this card. In our face. Looking at us straight on. Not hiding nothing. Not fearing anything. It's just like, this is me. This is who I am. I kind of feel like this whole reading is talking about, so we're talking about live in the moment, seize the moment, look at everything from the higher perspective. But this whole reading is kind of talking about you being your true authentic self and showing up in that way. But not even just your true authentic self, because we can be authentic and be low vibrational. But this is like the best version of you, becoming that best version of you. It's kind of like the pathway to that. So like starting to let go of some of the old things from the past, because why would we carry them with us? And opening ourselves up again to this pure white light energy, this loving energy, this energy of us being I mean, truly happy and joyful to be here, first and foremost. But also just being in the energy of like wanting to be expansive, wanting to get to know more of ourselves, wanting to embody and be more of ourselves, wanting to bring in more of that energy that also opens up others to wanting to get to know themselves too on a higher level. See what you can truly be like. Who am I really? If I were to really be expansive and open up my heart, my mind, my whatever else, to become my full, beautiful, true, like butterfly self, then what would that look like? And that's what I'm getting here from this soul healing card. It's like just really being open. The way that the unicorn is looking us dead in our faces. No fears. Like, hi, this is me. Hello. This is me. Love that. So I really feel like it's just from this reading, the unicorns are basically telling us this is a beautiful path that you could, if you feel like taking, you could totally take. Because I don't even feel any pressure. It's like, you should do this now. It's very important. Like some readings, I feel like you see that. It's like, now is the time. But this is like, this is a beautiful path that you can take. You can ascend. Like, look at this. Doesn't this look fun? And it's going to be some fun and interesting things that you do as you're going on this path. You might not know what's going to happen, but it's going to be cool. You're going to feel different energies and frequencies. You're really going to open yourself up and see what all you can be, who all you can be, the types of, like if you were really in the now moment without worrying about the things from the past and even the future, what could have happened, what might happen, possibly could happen, and you open yourself up to a more positive way of thinking. Just see, like you get to see and experience what that life will be like. Let's not worry about what life was or how you thought it should be, but let's actually open ourselves up to what life could really be like and what we could really experience, what we could see if we thought more positively, if we open our minds up to positive things and if we focused on those things and we pursued it in that way. Because there's a lot of ways to pursue things, but like let's actually pursue it in a way that makes us feel more expansive, that opens up our mind and our hearts. And even though the way that I'm speaking is kind of sounding very much out there, very much like not grounded, I guess more of a 5D, but I guess I said unicorns are 7D, so let's say more of a 7D energy. I can really see this on the 3D as well. Like if we just really, really, really bring it down to earth and talk about how sometimes we get stuck in our same old patterns, we get stuck around the same old people, we get stuck in, showing up to work the same old way. Even making one change, doing one little small thing helps to expand because, yeah, we're in the same environment, but you know what? I never wear red lipstick here. Let me see what happens when I wear my red lipstick here. You know what? I never put on this type of music before, classical music when I was going to work. Let me try that. Let me see what changes, how that changes my day. Like just expanding, literally getting to know more things about yourself in different environments. You know what? Every time I get off of work, I am so tired and drained, and I just go to sleep. But what if I actually did something about me being tired and drained? What if I put in a little bit more effort with myself and I, put my feet up first and I kind of tried to relax before I went to sleep instead of going to sleep with that same tired energy? Maybe I try to make it better a little bit. Maybe I try to give myself a massage, or I take a Epsom salt bath, or I, do a little bit of meditation to come down. Do one of those meditations where you burn. I think you like visualize a candle, you burn all the things that were worrying you for the day and then keep moving forward. Like, what if I make some small changes to make my life better? To make it, like to see things from the highest perspective. What if I even change my mindset too about the people I'm around every day? I think my people, my coworkers, my friends, my whatever, people online, I think they're hating on me. But what if I actually think that they just being themselves and I'm being myself and that's it? It doesn't have to be a whole thing or a whole like situation. And if you really do feel somebody's hating on you, maybe just let them go, instead of trying to fight all the time. Just making different choices is what I'm feeling here. We're being invited to do in a very loving way. So thank you all so much for being in this reading. Thank you to the unicorns. This was very lovely. I love this energy. I'll see you all in the next one.